Here's some top tips to make sure that you smash the Roleplay Stations in medical school MMIs. The first thing to note is it's not so much a test of your medical knowledge, but a test of empathy. So you don't need to be sitting there cramming a bunch of random facts in before the interview. You want to focus on having a structured approach to communication and showing genuine empathy. Another thing that's really important to consider is that there's likely going to be additional issues. So in these interviews, you're likely going to get a brief where you just have the issue or concern that you're going to need to talk through with the patient or the roleplay patient, and then you're just kind of going to be let loose. But in reality, as with real patients in the hospital, that's probably not going to be the only issue that the role player has. To really stand out in these stations, you want to be asking open questions. Things like, is there anything else worrying you today? Do you have any other concerns? And that way you're not only going to complete the task at hand for that station, but you're also going to get a bigger picture of the patient's issues, the patient's thoughts, feelings, etc. And those are really key skills for doctors to be able to use. And especially for these stations, it's really important to try and practice them with people who you're not as comfortable with. So your friends and family are great, but they're probably not the best way to simulate the interview environment. So I would say ask people like your teachers at school, ones that you're less familiar with, to really get into the vibe of the interview.